Prince William County Schools recently hired a chief equity officer who leads a new 10-person department. In an Inside Nova article, she described her role as proactively influencing other departments. How will this department influence how the division handles CRT and other related topics? Martha, I saw your hand first, so go ahead.
So you can think of an equity director or an equity officer as a political officer, a political commissar. She will be ensuring that equity is carried out in every place within Prince William County Schools. And whether not just academically, in hiring, in all kinds of ways. And, you know, if anybody else read that article, she's not talking about what she's doing. She's not talking about how she's using her $1.8 million budget. It's a travesty. It's a lot of teacher raises that could come out of that money. And it is going to be squandered on programs that do nothing but divide and dismantle and deconstruct and frankly, take away from students quality education that they have been getting in Prince William County to this point.
Thanks, Martha. And do any of our other panelists want to chime in?
Can you repeat the question again? I think I missed what.
Sure.
Oh, what the impact of the department will be. Is that right?
Yes, of a chief equity officer who now leads a 10-person department in Prince William County Schools. And I saw Tiff's hand, so we'll go to him. And then Paul, we can move to you if you want to respond.
Yeah, and not to irritate Mr. Lott and Ms. Cussinger, and others on the line, but I think it's a great idea. You know, like, again, I think, you know, we're asking the wrong questions, Kate, and I'm sorry, I keep repeating that. People have made up their minds on the two sides of the issue, right? I mean, these battles are happening at the ballot box. We saw what happened in the recent election with Governor Youngkin. Same conversation are happening in Texas, same are happening in Florida, across the country, and so forth, especially in battleground states, where again, we want to talk about politics. This is a manufactured crisis by the Republican Party because it's red meat to turn out a base that is vitriolic and hateful. This is an iteration of the past. You know, I cannot emphasize that enough. So let's come to terms with what's really happening here. You know, this is really this anti-CRT movement, anti-DEI movement, anti-whatever movement is really to suppress voices that want to think critically and ask questions that how can we do better as a society?
Thanks for that, Atif. And Paul, would you like to respond?
So the first thing is that what will come out of it's put there to institutionalize into the organization the propagation of CRT-esque ideas. Now, you keep talking about the wrong question. This is the right question. Does the money spent result in children graduating from school knowing more, being more proficient in reading and math, and better equipped to take on a career or an advanced education? This equity department and 10 people, that pot of money could best be spent for tutors and other direct aid to children and underperforming children, and specifically are children with disabilities in education. So that's the right question. And the answer is no, it does not. It should not be there.
Thanks, Paul. And Dr. Jory, would you like to have the last word on this?
I can't fathom and kind of understand the rationale for these pockets of resistance toward this initiative. And, you know, equity is definitely what we need in our county. And it's a promise to, you know, it's a promise of ensuring that historically marginalized population is served.
All right, thanks for that. And moving on to the next